Okay, very good morning to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Hmm? Yes? Okay, all good. Chalo. Yes, good morning, good morning. So, what was the last point? Tell me the just number. Last point का होता point number 13. I think 13 झाला आहे, right? Check करायचं सांगा जर. Last point number. Case number 13. Shape of liquid meniscus. Molecule A, flip upward, downward, acute angle, obtuse angle. चेक करा 13 था. येस नो जरा रिप्लाय करा. अदरवाइज पॉइंट नंबर रिप्लाय करा. नोट्स मध्ये चेक करा. What was the last point number? No one is replying. Why? लिहित नहीं है ऐसा अर्थ तुम्ही. आयुष, बरिगा, सुबोध, स्वस्तिक, तेजस. Vaidehi. Tell me the last point number. That means you are not writing that in the notebook. Okay. Fine. So it was point number 13, shape of liquid meniscus, that we were discussing in the last lecture. Okay. Now the 14th point. I'm expecting you to write along with me so that you remember this for me. Okay. So from today, you shall write it along with me. Okay. Just reply me once. Are the voice and screen once again clear? Just reply me one more time so that we can start. Yes, okay, fine. Chalo start. The next point is rise or fall of liquid level inside capillary. Rise or fall of liquid level inside capillary. Okay. So what is the formula, or let's draw the diagram first. Let's draw the capillary first. Like this. And let's say there is a liquid. Draw it along with me. And inside capillary, the liquid is not at this level. It will be either at higher level or will be at lower level than the outside liquid. If the angle of contact is acute angle, then it will be rise like this. Okay. Here you can draw the tangent to the free surface of the liquid, and you can verify the angle of contact is acute. Okay, this is a small angle of contact. Okay, acute angle. And there you get a rise of liquid level. There you get a rise of liquid level. This is the rise of liquid level H. This is the rise of liquid level H. You can show the liquid in the capillary like this. Fine. So what is this height H? The formula is, sir, 2t cos theta upon r rho g. 2t cos theta upon r rho g. What is T? T is surface tension. What is theta? Theta is angle of contact, AOC. What is R? R is the radius of capillary. R is radius of capillary. R is radius of capillary. What is rho? Rho is density of liquid. What is rho? Rho is density of liquid. These are the things that we have to remember. Okay, 2t cos theta upon R rho g. 2t cos theta upon R rho g. If value of theta is acute, then for acute angle cos theta means first quadrant. First quadrant cos theta is positive. If cos theta is positive, T is a surface tension which is always positive. T is a surface tension which is always positive. R radius of capillary which is always positive. Rho density of liquid which is always positive. G is also always positive. So if cos theta is positive, this entire term will become positive, and therefore this H will come out to be positive. Therefore this H will come out to be positive, and that will be said to be rise of liquid in the capillary. And the second case, if theta is obtuse, in that case cos theta will come out to be negative. Second quadrant angle in the second quadrant cos theta is negative. Okay, if the cos theta is negative, other terms T, R, rho and G, are positive, but cos theta will become negative for the obtuse angle. Okay, more than 90 angle असेल तर cos theta negative आहे ना. For the second quadrant angle or the obtuse angle, cos theta is negative. This entire term will ultimately become negative. So therefore H will become negative. And the people say there will be fall of liquid in the capillary. In the situation, let me show that. Let's draw the liquid outside the capillary. Let's show it like this. Now the angle of contact will be obtuse when there is fall of liquid in the capillary, and it will be like this. And let me show the fall of liquid. किती हाइट खाली असणार आहे? H एवढा हाइट बिलो. इथे लिक्विड गायब आहे. ओके, एवढं लिक्विड फॉल झालंय. The liquid is missing here, right? And this is the outside. Liquid. Fine. And here if you draw the tangent to the free surface of liquid at the point of contact, and if you measure the angle from inside the liquid, there you can observe the obtuse angle of contact theta. Okay. Reply in the chat box, clear and written, so that I can move on to the next slide. Rise and fall. CW. After every slide, I am expecting a reply, so that it should be a two-way communication. Okay. Put. Okay, good. Next. Number 14. Okay, number 14 point जो आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आणखीन एक केस आहे. Let me show that case. If we consider the liquid in the meniscus, if we consider the liquid in the meniscus, in that situation, rise of liquid चा formula check करा. Rise of liquid in the capillary layer, capillary चा formula check करा कसा होता है. Let's say this is our capillary. Now let me draw somewhat bigger picture. In this situation, try to understand. This is the meniscus. We considered height only up to this, but in reality, there is some liquid in the meniscus also. This is the liquid which is in the meniscus. This is the liquid which is in the meniscus, which also we need to consider. Which also we need to consider. This is the outside liquid level. This shape should be here at the point of contact, like this, and here other liquid will be present as it is. Just keep on drawing. Now let me show the rise with the arrows. Up to this, call it as H. Up to this level, call it as H. And corresponding to this liquid, in the meniscus, there should be some more height which shall be considered, and that height is taken as R by 3. That height is taken as R by 3. This is R by 3 and this is H. Okay, corresponding to this liquid, what is R? R is radius of the capillary as usual, small r. Small r is radius of the capillary as usual. Okay, this meniscus you can draw. It is the part of the sphere, right? The meniscus you can draw like this. And corresponding to this liquid, there shall be some height which shall be considered, which is equal to R by 3. So instead of H, now people will write instead of H, people will write H plus R by 3. Instead of H, now we have to write H plus R by 3. In most of the cases, we do not consider the R by 3 case. Okay. Generally, only H case is given. H is equal to 2t cos theta upon ROG is enough. But in this case, we will use H plus R by 3 is equal to 2t cos theta upon ROG. That's it. H is equal to 2t cos theta upon ROG. If the liquid in the meniscus is considered. Same formula, but instead of H, now you have to write actual height of the column should be taken as H plus R. H means height up to this. And corresponding to liquid column, some additional height must be considered, which is equal to R by 3. You can effectively call this as H dash also. And let me show the H dash up to this. That's my H dash up to this. You can effectively call it as H dash also. H means height up to the meniscus, and H dash means height up to meniscus plus R by 3, means liquid height corresponding to the liquid in the meniscus the R by 3 and height up to the meniscus H. दोन्हीचा विचार करो. That's our H dash. Fine. Next is point number 15. This was a special case. Rise of liquid between the two parallel plates. Instead of capillary, now if we are given the parallel plates, what to do in that case? Rise of liquid between two parallel plates. Rise of liquid between two parallel plates. Rise of liquid between two parallel plates. Now let me draw the parallel plates. Try to imagine. First plate. Now let me draw the second plate. Like this. So these are the two plates which are inserted in the liquid, and there will be some rise of liquid between these two plates. Okay, there will be some rise of liquid between these two plates, and let me try to draw that rise. Let's say up to this level the liquid rises. Up to this level the liquid rises. Okay. Try to imagine. Hmm? And this is the outside level. This is the outside level. Thereafter the straight line. Outside. Draw it. ट्राय टू इमॅजिन. त्याच्या मागची लाईन पण काढायची आपल्याला. डॉटेड काढूया. ओके. This is the rice. This is the rice. This is the rice between the two liquid plates. That formula, that symbol H. Distance between the plates, small d. Instead of radius of the capillary, now here we have distance between the plates. इकडे radius of capillary होतं. इकडे काय असेल बघा, distance between the plates असेल, small d. Same formula लिहायचा, 2t cos theta upon r rho g. 2t cos theta upon r rho g. Instead of r, instead of radius, just write here distance d, distance between the plates. What is d? Distance between the plates. Distance between plates. That's it. Reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. CW. थोड़ा सा liquid rise है between the two plates. Good. Compared with the outside liquid. Outside liquid इकडे draw करायचं. एवढीच डायग्राम करा. Good. Same formula. फक्त बाळा काय करायचं? Sir, instead of r, we will use d rho g, where d is the distance between the plates. 2t cos theta upon r rho g च्या ऐवजी 2t cos theta upon d rho g. Okay. Fine. Next. Next is point number 16. Next is point number 16. Force required to separate the plates when the liquid is trapped between plates. Force required, just keep on writing. Force required to separate the plates. Force required to separate the plates when liquid is trapped between plates. Between plates, तुम्ही बघितलं असेल, दोन ग्लास प्लेट्सच्या मध्ये जर लिक्विड ट्रॅप झालं तर त्या दोन ग्लास प्लेट सेपरेट करणं टफ असतं. सो यू नीड सम फोर्स टू सेपरेट दोज प्लेट्स. लेट्स ड्रॉ द सिच्युएशन. Situation can be something like this. This is the first plate. Actually 2 dimensional आहे, पण तुम्ही समोर न बघताय त्यामुळे फक्त थिकनेस दिसतेय. Actually in reality प्लेट आहे 3 dimensional. We are looking at it from the front. This is the second plate, and between these two plates, the liquid has been trapped. The liquid has been trapped. Angle of contact acute पाहिजे. Okay, angle of contact acute पाहिजे. Like this. This is the liquid which is trapped between the two plates. This is the liquid which has been trapped between the two plates. Separation between the plates or thickness of the liquid layer. Thickness of liquid layer माना क्या? Distance between the plates. Whatever you want to call it as, you can. Or show it as d or small d or small t. The area of the liquid surface in contact with the plate. Area of liquid surface in contact with the plate means area of contact between liquid and the solid plate. Liquid and the plate, area of contact A, area of contact A. Surface tension of the liquid T, surface tension of the liquid T. And what is the amount of force that you need to apply on first plate as well as equal amount of force you need to apply on the second plate. फक्त एकाच प्लेटला फोर्स अप्लाय केला तर दुसरी प्लेट त्याच्याबरोबरच येईल, सेपरेट नाही होणार. सेपरेट करायचं असेल तर इक्वल आणि अपोजिट फोर्सेस लावावे लागतील ऑन बोथ दी प्लेट्स. व्हॉट इज दॅट फोर्स सर? द आन्सर इज 280 अपॉन टी. 280 अपॉन टी. सगळे कॅपिटल लेटर न्यूमरेटर मध्ये आहेत, सगळे स्मॉल लेटर डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये आहेत. If you are getting confused between capital T and small t, instead of capital T use letter small d. But while saying I am saying 280 upon t, that becomes easier to remember. 280 upon t, 280 upon t. What is A? Area of contact between liquid and plate. What is d or small t? Distance between plates or thickness of liquid layer. Distance between plates or thickness of liquid layer. What is T? T is the surface tension. T is the surface tension of the liquid. And F is the force that you need to apply on both the plates. Minimum this force must be applied. Only then these plates can be separated. Minimum this much force must be applied. Only then these plates can be separated. Okay. Reply in the chat box, clear and written, so that we can move on to point number 17. Okay. Now point number 17 is inclined capillary. Point number 17 is inclined capillary. Inclined capillary. Okay. Now instead of straight capillary, you are given an inclined capillary. Draw the situation. Let's draw the situation. Draw the inclined capillary. Okay. Let's draw the vertical line. Let's draw the vertical line. Let's draw the liquid level. Liquid layer will be exactly start from this. This is the liquid level. Outside the capillary, this is going to be the liquid level. Now draw the vertical capillary also. Draw the vertical capillary also. Let's say in the vertical capillary, liquid rises up to this height. Liquid rises up to this height. Call that height as small h. Call that height as small h. Then in the inclined capillary, vertical height will be kept same. And to maintain the vertical height, the liquid must rise up to this. The liquid must rise up to this. Try to understand. The liquid must rise up to this. And that length of liquid inside capillary, length of liquid inside the inclined capillary, that is small l. Okay. Now if you draw the triangle, it will look something like this. It will look something like this. This is the H value, this is the L value. This is the inclined capillary, this is the vertical capillary. This is the vertical capillary, this is the inclined capillary. And sometimes this angle is given to you as, let's say, beta, and this angle is given to you sometimes, let's say, alpha. So based on the which angle you are given, if you are given this angle, take this angle. If you are given this angle, take this angle, no problem. If this angle is given alpha, in this triangle, angle alpha can be found here. Okay, and this H value you can find out. Rise of liquid in the capillary, the formula you already know, H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g. But they ask length of the liquid in the inclined capillary. So very simple, just relate the L and H. L and H. So the first way to relate L and H is angle beta. This is the hypotenuse, L is the hypotenuse, H is the adjacent side of the angle beta. So adjacent sideचा formula काय असतो? Hypotenuse into cos beta. But sir, we want L. Okay, we want L. L is equal to, sir, H upon cos beta. H upon cos beta. But sir, this H is equal to rise of liquid in the vertical capillary. Vertical capillary चा formula काय असतो? 2t cos theta upon r rho g. 2t cos theta upon r rho g. मुद्दाम इथं angle theta नाही घेतला मी. I have deliberately not taken angle theta here, or I have deliberately not taken angle theta here, because theta is angle of contact. That letter is already used. So don't use that letter here, theta or theta. Okay. Otherwise, you will write here H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g divided by, instead of beta, if you take by mistake theta here, you will write cos theta in the denominator, and cos theta you will cancel. That will be a big mistake. So I took alpha and beta because theta has been already used for angle of contact. Theta has been already used for angle of contact. Okay. But generally, we are given water and glass pair. जी कॅपिलरी असते ती ग्लासची बनलेली असते आणि त्यात ऑलवेज वॉटर असतं. सो टेक अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट AOC, अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट इक्वल टू थीटा इक्वल टू 0 डिग्री, आणि म्हणून कॉस ऑफ थीटा इज इक्वल टू कॉस ऑफ 0, कॉस 0 प्लस 1. जनरली तो कॉस थीटा काय घेतला जातो? प्लस 1 घेतला जातो. मग काय फॉर्म्युला येईल? 2t अपॉन r rho g अपॉन cos theta. Generally हा theta किती घेतात? 0 घेतात. Generally this theta is taken as 0. Okay, up to this point reply me in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Everyone fast. Done? Okay. Now there is a second way by angle alpha. Alpha या अँगलने पण करू शकता. हा अँगल अल्फा आहे ना, तर हा पण अल्फाच असेल ना. सो अल्फाच्या ही अपोजिटची साइड आहे. सेकंड वे इज opposite side is equal to hypotenuse sine component, hypotenuse sine alpha, hypotenuse sine alpha. But sir, we want L. Okay, so L is equal to H upon sine alpha. But sir, H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g, rise of liquid in the vertical capillary. 2t cos theta upon r rho g, 2t cos theta upon r rho g divided by sine alpha, divided by sine alpha. H आणि L मधलं रिलेशन in terms of alpha angle. In terms of alpha angle, कुठला अँगल दिलाय बघायचं, बीटा दिलाय की अल्फा दिलाय. H आणि L मधलं रिलेशन ट्रायंगल वरून कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं. पायथागोरस ट्रायंगल आहे, राईट अँगल ट्रायंगल आहे. ओके, so in this way you can figure out the answer. Okay, if theta is not given, that is angle of contact, then take theta, that is angle of contact. Then take the theta value, this angle of contact, equal to 0 degree. Means assume water and glass pair. assume water and glass pair. कुठली पेयर assume करायची? water आणि glass pair assume करायची. ओके, cos theta किती येईल ऑटोमॅटिकली? मग cos 0 which is equal to 1, ऑटोमॅटिकली 1. जर दिला नाही, दिला असेल तर जो दिलाय तो घेऊ, दिला नसेल तर असं. Okay, this was point number 17. Reply to the chat box, clear and written. Capillary when it is inclined. Liquid level in the inclined capillary. You can show the liquid level. Done. Okay. Now the next point number 18. Point number 18. Point number 18. Chalo. What is point number 18? Capillary of insufficient length. What to do, sir, if capillary is of insufficient length? Capillary of insufficient length. Capillary of insufficient length. Capillary of insufficient length. In that case, what to do? Let's draw the sufficient length capillary first. Let's draw the sufficient length capillary first. Then let's draw the insufficient length capillary. Try to draw somewhat larger diagrams, bigger diagrams. Identical capillaries you have to take. Identical means same material and same radius. Okay. Let's draw the outside liquid layer. This is the outside liquid level. Let's draw the inside liquid level. This is the inside liquid level. Okay. This is the inside liquid level. In the sufficient capillary, this capillary is very large. So liquid, let's say, rises up to this level. Liquid, let's say, rises up to this level. Here the shape will be like this at the point of contact, like this, and like this. But sir, in the vertical capillary, rise should be up to this much, right? Rise इथपर्यंत झाला पाहिजे. If the capillary is vertical, rise should be up to this much. Okay, that's what we expect. Call this as expected rise H1. But that is not possible here. Liquid cannot rise above the capillary, so it rises up to the capillary. But the radius of this meniscus is modified. Let me complete the meniscus. You can observe the meniscus as a sphere. This radius is, let's say, R1. Okay, now here the radius of meniscus is modified. Let me draw the sphere. Let me draw the sphere for this. Like this. It's going to be like this. Okay. I wanted to draw the dotted sphere, but that's not available here. Let me do it like this. Try to understand. You draw the dotted sphere, not a solid. Fine. Now I got the dotted sphere. Okay, here the sphere radius you can observe, that's different. And here the sphere radius you can observe, that's different. That's called as radius of meniscus. Radius of capillary is smaller, that's a different thing. Radius of capillary, that is equal to smaller, that's the different thing. Radius of capillary, here also it is smaller, that's a different thing. But radius of meniscus, that's the different thing. Te vegla hai, he vegla hai. Okay. Now you can draw a Pythagoras triangle here. You can draw the Pythagoras triangle here. You can draw the tangent to the sphere at the point of contact like this. Complete the Pythagoras triangle. Draw the angle. This is the angle of contact theta. Here the capillary ends. Okay. And this distance is equal to radius of meniscus capital R. And this distance is a radius of capillary small r. This distance is a radius of capillary small r. There is no space there to draw, so I will draw a triangle once again. I will draw that triangle once again, or let me draw the sphere once again. The same sphere. And this is the situation. This is the situation. Let us complete that Pythagoras triangle. This is small r. This is capital R or R2. Capital R or R2. In this diagram, call it as capital R only, because this is a general case. Here we have that tangent. At the point of contact, we have to draw the tangent. Okay, this is the vertical line of the capillary. This angle is the angle of contact theta. If this is theta, this is 90 minus theta. So this is automatically theta. That you can do very easy. Now what is small r? What is radius of capillary small r? So small r is equal to radius of meniscus cos component. Adjacent component is cos component. Okay. So rise of liquid in the capillary. Rise of liquid in the capillary is given by which formula? H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g. H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r rho g. Let it be. Keep on drawing. Expected rise was H1, but actual rise is only up to the length of the capillary, only up to the available height. And if you write the formula for rise of liquid in the capillary, H is equal to 2t cos theta upon small r rho g. This is the expected rise. Which is H1. But that you do not get. We are writing the general case. But the small r will be replaced by capital R cos theta. So that answer will become capital H is equal to 2t cos theta divided by r rho g instead of r. Now write capital R cos theta rho g as it is. So cos theta cancel. The answer becomes 2t upon capital R rho g. 2t upon capital R rho g. This capital R on the left hand side. That becomes 2t upon rho g. 2 is a constant number, surface tension is a constant value, density is a constant value, acceleration due to gravity is a constant value. So this multiplication should remain constant. This multiplication h into r should remain constant. So after this, write down here. So H1 R1 must be equal to H2 R2. H1 is the expected rise, H2 is the actual rise. अवेलेबल जेवढी लेंथ आहे तेवढीच राईज मिळते. आणि सपोज अवेलेबल जी काय राईज आहे, ओके, एक्सपेक्टेड राईज कॅपिटल एक्सपेक्टेड राईज H1 होती, पण अवेलेबल लेंथ तेवढी नाही आहे, लेंथच अवेलेबल कमी आहे, तर अवेलेबल लेंथ एवढी राईज मिळणार. म्हणजे H2 जर लेस असेल H1 पेक्षा, इफ H2 इज लेस, H डिक्रीज झालाय, तर R इन्क्रीज होणार, सो दॅट मल्टिप्लिकेशन रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टंट. इफ H2 इज लेस, R2 विल बी इन्क्रीज. H कमी झालाय तर R वाढणार. R2 विल बी मोर दॅन R1. ओके, अप टू दिस रिप्लाय मी चॅट बॉक्स क्लिअर अँड रिटन CW. बघा तुमच्या लक्षात आलं असेल, इथं स्पिअर स्मॉल आहे, इथं स्पिअर लार्ज आहे, म्हणजे R वाढलाय. H कमी झालाय, एक्सपेक्टेड राईज नाही मिळाली, कमी मिळाली. H कमी मिळाला पण R मात्र मोठा मिळतो. रेडियस ऑफ मेनिस्कस विल गेट मॉडिफाइड. लिक्विड विल नॉट फॉल आउट ऑफ द कॅपिलरी. कॅपिलरीच्या बाहेर पडणार नाही लिक्विड. It will rise only up to the available length. So H1 R1 is equal to H2 R2. This is the final formula. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Done. Let me rub this. Now write the terms involved. ज्या काय सगळ्या टर्म्स आहेत त्या पटपट लिहा. H1 expected rise. R1 radius of meniscus when capillary is of sufficient length. When capillary is of sufficient length, जेव्हा capillary ची लेंथ sufficient होती. H2 rise of liquid in the insufficient length capillary. जेवढी अवेलेबल लेंथ आहे तेवढी सगळीच्या सगळी राईज मिळणार. इन हा इन आणि हा इन कन्फ्यूज व्हायचं नाही. Rise of liquid in the insufficient capillary. Actual rise expected एवढी मिळणार नाही तुम्हाला, कारण तिकडे वरती कॅपिलरी अवेलेबल असते, कॅपिलरी इनसफिशियंट आहे. This is called as actual rise. And this is the radius of meniscus. R2 is radius of meniscus when capillary is of insufficient length. जेव्हा कॅपिलरी इनसफिशियंट लेंथची होती तेव्हाची रेडियस ऑफ मेनिस्कस R2. तेव्हाची रेडियस ऑफ मेनिस्कस R2. Write down up to this. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. लिहून झालं की सांगा. हे पण लिहा. H1 R1 is equal to H2 R2. Small r is equal to capital R cos theta square. So small r, which is the radius of the capillary, तो तर कधीच बदलत नाही. So R1 cos theta 1 आणि small r ची व्हॅल्यू अशी पण लिहिता येते R2 cos theta 2. त्याच्यावरनं R1 साठी रिप्लेसमेंट करा. What is the R1? R1 is equal to small r upon cos theta 1. What is R2? What is the replacement for R2? Sir, R2 is equal to small r upon cos theta 2. याच्यामध्ये रिप्लेस करा. So equation 1 becomes, बघा फक्त ऑब्झर्व करा काय नाही, स्मॉल आर इज इक्वल टू कॅपिटल आर कॉस थीटा. स्मॉल आर इज द रेडियस ऑफ कॅपिलरी, कॅपिटल आर इज द रेडियस ऑफ द मिनिस्कस, थीटा इज द अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट. अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट पण मॉडिफाय होतोय, पहिला θ1 आहे नंतर θ2 आहे. एओसी पण मॉडिफाय होतोय इनसफिशियंट लेंथची कॅपिलरी असेल तर. सो H1 instead of R1 write R upon cos theta, but we have written R1, so R upon cos theta 1 is equal to H2 as it is. Instead of R2 write H upon cos theta 2. Sir, small r upon cos theta 2. R2 is sorry, not R2, small r is R2 cos theta 2, and then R2 is पहिल्यांदा small r equal to R2 cos theta 2, मग R2 is equal to small r upon cos theta 2. So हा R2 रिप्लेस केला small r upon cos theta 2. सर small r cancel. So H1 upon cos theta 1 is equal to H2 upon cos theta 2. Means H upon cos theta जो काय रेशो आहे हा कॉन्स्टंट आहे. बघा ना काय आलंय, H1 upon cos theta 1 is equal to H2 upon cos theta 2. हा H upon cos theta रेशो कॉन्स्टंट आहे. म्हणजे if H2 is less than H1, H2 कमी झालाय, नंतरच्या केसमध्ये राईज कमी मिळाली. H2 is less than H1 म्हणजे सेकंड केसमध्ये राईज कमी मिळाली, व सेकंड केसमधला cos theta पण लेस असणार. सेकंड केसमधला cos theta पण लेस असणार, कारण रेशो कॉन्स्टंट ठेवायचा आहे, मल्टिप्लिकेशन नाही. मल्टिप्लिकेशन कॉन्स्टंट ठेवायची इकडे होती, आता इथं रेशो कॉन्स्टंट ठेवायचा. H2 लेस आहे, बरोबर ना, H2 लेस आहे, नंतरच्या केसमध्ये तुम्हाला राईज कमी मिळाली. सो H2 लेस आहे तर cos theta पण लेस पाहिजे. cos theta 2 must be less than cos theta 1. आता अँगल वाढला की cos कमी होतोय, अँगल वाढला की cos कमी होतोय. cos 0 काय असतो, 90 असतो. cos 0 काय असतो, 1, आणि cos 90 काय असतो, 0. अँगल इन्क्रीज झालाय 0 to 90, अँगल इन्क्रीज झालाय, पण कॉस्टची व्हॅल्यू डिक्रीज झाली. आपला कॉस कमी झालाय, कॉस थीटाची व्हॅल्यू लेस आहे. सेकंड केसमध्ये कॉस लेस आहे, म्हणजे सेकंड केसमध्ये अँगल मोर असणार, θ2 मोर दॅन θ1. सेकंड केसमध्ये अँगल मोर असणार, θ2 मोर दॅन θ1. अप टू दिस पॉइंट रिप्लाय मी चॅट बॉक्स क्लिअर अँड रिप्लाय. बोला पट बळावून रिप्लाय करा. लिहून झाले की सांग. कॅपिलरी ऑफ इनसफिशियंट लेंथ पॉइंट ओव्हर. Done? Next, the last point is effect of temperature on the surface tension. Effect of temperature on the surface tension. Point number 19. Effect of temperature. Effect of temperature on surface tension. Effect of temperature on surface tension. What happens to surface tension if temperature increases or decreases? Write down. Temperature la theta, surface tension la T. If temperature increases, surface tension decreases. Surface tension decreases. What is the formula? T equal to T0 into bracket 1 minus theta upon theta 0. Sorry, theta upon theta C. Theta upon theta C. Bracket raised to n. ठीक आहे. सरफेस टेन्शन, जस्ट कीप ऑन रायटिंग. फॉर्म्युला हा पाठ करायचा आहे. आणखीन एक आहे अप्रॉक्सिमेट फॉर्म्युला, तो पण लिहून. पहिल्यांदा हा जो काही जनरल फॉर्म्युला आहे तो लिहा. What is capital T? T is the surface tension. Capital T is the surface tension at theta degree Celsius. At theta degree Celsius. T0 का है surface tension at 0 degree Celsius. दिलं जातं तुम्हाला surface tension at 0 degree Celsius is given. Surface tension at theta degree Celsius is asked. So surface tension at theta degree Celsius, T is equal to T0 into bracket 1 minus theta upon theta C bracket raised to N. What is N? It is a constant that depends on the liquid. That depends on liquid. त्याची एक मीन व्हॅल्यू आहे. त्या N ची जी काही मीन व्हॅल्यू आहे, मीन मीन्स ॲव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू इज 1.20. ती किती असते? 1.21 असते. इथं 1.21 टाकायचं. पण हे कॅल्क्युलेशन थोडंसं टफ होतंय. 1.21 टाकू. त्याला एक अप्रॉक्सिमेट फॉर्म्युला पण आहे, तो पण बघू. थीटा सी म्हणजे काय? क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर. थीटा सी म्हणजे क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर. क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचरची डेफिनेशन काय? टेम्परेचर ॲट विच, जस्ट कीप ऑन रायटिंग, टेम्परेचर ॲट विच surface tension becomes 0. Surface tension becomes 0. Just keep on writing. काय होते बघा, लॉजिक असं आहे. ॲज यू गो ऑन इन्क्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर, जसं तुम्ही टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज करत जाता, तसं सरफेस टेन्शन डिक्रीज होत जातं. ॲज यू कीप ऑन इन्क्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर, सरफेस टेन्शन गोज ऑन डिक्रीजिंग अँड ॲट सम टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज करत तुम्ही एका ठराविक टेम्परेचरला जाता, तेव्हा काय होतं? सरफेस टेन्शन डिक्रीज होत अल्टिमेटली 0 होतं. सो ज्या टेम्परेचरला सरफेस टेन्शन 0 होतं, त्या टेम्परेचरला क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर म्हणतात. The temperature at which surface tension becomes equal to 0, that temperature is called as critical temperature. That temperature is called as critical temperature. So the critical temperature is the temperature at which surface tension becomes 0. Critical temperature is the temperature at which surface tension becomes 0. So that's our critical temperature here. Okay. Above critical temperature हा लॉ काय अप्लाय करायचा नाही, कारण क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचरला ऑलरेडी सरफेस टेन्शन 0 झालंय. अजून टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज केला तर सरफेस टेन्शन निगेटिव्ह होईल, असलं कधी होत नाही. ओके, अप टू क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचरच हे सगळे लॉ व्हॅलिड आहेत. ओके, देयर इज वन अनदर लॉ, अप्रॉक्सिमेट लॉ. Surface tension at theta degree Celsius is equal to surface tension at 0 degree Celsius into bracket 1 minus alpha delta theta. Just like coefficient of linear expansion, coefficient of areal expansion, coefficient of volume expansion. But here the sign is negative. Why? Length मध्ये तर पॉझिटिव्ह साइन असतं सर. फायनल लेंथ इज इक्वल टू इनिशियल लेंथ इंटू ब्रॅकेट 1 प्लस अल्फा डेल्टा थीटा असतं. लेंथ मध्ये तर प्लस साइन असतं. का? कारण टेम्परेचर वाढले की लेंथ वाढते. लिनियर एक्सपान्शन, टेम्परेचर वाढले की लेंथ वाढते. बट इफ वी इन्क्रीज द टेम्परेचर, सरफेस टेन्शन डिक्रीजेस. आपण जर टेम्परेचर वाढवलं तर सरफेस टेन्शन कमी होतं, म्हणून हे साइन निगेटिव्ह आहे. ओके, सो यातल्या सगळ्या टर्म्सल्या काय टी काय आहे? सरफेस टेन्शन ॲट थीटा डिग्री सेल्सिअस. व्हॉट इज T0? T0 काय आहे? Surface tension at 0 degree Celsius. What is delta theta? Change in temperature. Final temperature minus initial temperature. Initial temperature तर 0 आहे. So you can write here theta also. Okay, final temperature minus initial temperature. Fine. Then alpha. Alpha is called as, just like coefficient of linear expansion, coefficient of areal expansion, coefficient of volume expansion, just like that. This is coefficient of surface tension. Or temperature coefficient of length, temperature coefficient of area, temperature coefficient of volume, just like that. Alpha can be called as temperature coefficient of surface tension. Just give me 1 second. या अल्फाला काय म्हणता येतं? जस्ट लाईक टेम्परेचर कोएफिशियंट ऑफ लेंथ किंवा टेम्परेचर कोएफिशियंट ऑफ एरिया किंवा टेम्परेचर कोएफिशियंट ऑफ व्हॉल्यूम. Just like that, alpha can be called as temperature coefficient of surface tension. Temperature coefficient of surface tension. Alpha चे युनिट काय असलं पाहिजे? 1 डिग्री सेल्सिअस असलं पाहिजे, कारण 1 युनिटलेस आहे. युनिटलेस मधलं युनिटलेस सबट्रॅक्ट व्हायला पाहिजे. सो अल्फा इंटू डेल्टा थीटा युनिटलेस यायला पाहिजे. डेल्टा थीटा चेंज इन टेम्परेचर आहे तो डिग्री सेल्सिअस मध्ये आहे. सो अल्फा 1 अपॉन डिग्री सेल्सिअस मध्येच पाहिजे, म्हणजे डिग्री सेल्सिअसला डिग्री सेल्सिअस कॅन्सल होईल आणि युनिटलेस व्हॅल्यू शिल्लक राहील. ओके, अप टू दिस पॉइंट रिप्लाय मी इन चॅट बॉक्स क्लिअर अँड रिटन. CW. Cost. Reply me fast, everyone. झालं? अनुज, reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. पटकन सांगा. एक लास्ट पॉइंट आहे फक्त, त्यानंतर मग थांबूया आपण. ओके, कारण पॉइंटच चॅप्टरच ओव्हर होतो. Anuj, Parika, Sejal, Subodh, Vaidehi, reply me in the chat box fast. Up to this clear and rater CW. येऊन झाले का बघा सगळ्या केसेस आतापर्यंतच्या? येस. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज पॉइंट नंबर 20. Effect of impurity on surface tension. तीन टाइप करा इम्प्युरिटीचे. तीन टाइप करा. एक 3 types of impurities. First is highly soluble, second is sparingly soluble, and third is insoluble. Highly soluble impurity, if it is put in the liquid, highly soluble. Sparingly soluble means weakly soluble, or it is not highly soluble. फार जास्त विरघळणार नाही. Okay, some part will be soluble and most of the part will remain as it is. So it is called as sparingly soluble. Only some part will dissolve, remaining part will remain as it is. Sparingly soluble. And the last type of impurity is insoluble. When the impurity put in the liquid does not get dissolved in the liquid, in that case it will be called as insoluble. Okay, in this case surface tension, if there is a highly soluble impurity, ultimately cohesive force increases. Cohesive means liquid, or the force which is available, the force which is drawn in this diagram. Let me show that diagram once again. This was the solid, this was the liquid part, and this was the liquid level. And at this point, there was one molecule, and this molecule was experiencing the force. But now here there are impurity molecules which are highly soluble. So those molecules are also attracting this given molecule. So this force of cohesive nature, and this was the force of adhesive nature. This cohesive force nature increases in magnitude, so ultimately surface tension increases. And when the sparingly impurities are present here, those impurities are not able to attract this molecule as that before. आधी जेवढे अट्रॅक्शन या मॉलिक्यूलला मिळत होतं बिकॉज ऑफ लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल्स, तेवढे अट्रॅक्शन आता मिळू शकत नाही, कारण काही लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल्स आता स्पेरिंगली सोल्युबल इम्प्युरिटीच्या मॉलिक्यूल्सनी रिप्लेस झाले, तेवढे अट्रॅक्शन मिळत नाही. सो हा कोहेसिव्ह फोर्स इफेक्टिव्हली मॅग्निट्यूड मध्ये आधीपेक्षा जो होता तो आता डिक्रीज होतोय, त्यामुळे सरफेस टेन्शन डिक्रीज होते. ओके, कारण या कोहेसिव्ह नेचरचा फोर्स जो होता तो डिक्रीज झालाय. आणि इनसोल्युबल इम्प्युरिटीजमुळे परत सेम, इनसोल्युबल इम्प्युरिटीज असल्यामुळं त्या इम्प्युरिटी सुद्धा या मॉलिक्यूलला तेवढं जास्त अट्रॅक्ट करू शकत नाहीत जेवढं अदरवाईज इथे लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल होते, बरोबर. यातले काही लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल कोणी रिप्लेस केले, इम्प्युरिटीच्या मॉलिक्यूल, आणि ते रिप्लेस केल्यानंतर मॉलिक्यूल या कॉन्टॅक्टच्या मॉलिक्यूलला अट्रॅक्ट पण तेवढं करत नाही, कारण सोल्युबिलिटी कमी आहे, म्हणजे अट्रॅक्शन कमी आहे. लिक्विड आणि इम्प्युरिटीमध्ये अट्रॅक्शन कमी आहे, म्हणजेच इनसोल्युबल आहे. ओके, सो इफेक्टिव्हली हा परत कोहेसिव्ह नेचरचा फोर्स कमी झाला आहे. So surface tension again decreases. Okay, up to this, reply me in the chat box. Are the things written and clear to all of you? इथे पॉइंट तुमचा सरफेस टेन्शन वाला सांगतोय, विस्कॉसिटी वाला राहतोय. डू यू वॉन्ट विस्कॉसिटी टू बी रिवाइज? रिप्लाय मी इन द चॅट बॉक्स. विस्कॉसिटी रिवाइज करून पाहिजे आहे मंडे लेक्चर. विस्कॉसिटी घेऊया की नेक्स्ट कुठला चॅप्टर पाहिजे आहे? सरफेस टेन्शन झालाय, विस्कॉसिटी कव्हर करून टाकूया मंडेच्या लेक्चरला. चेक करूया मंडेला लेक्चर आहे की नाही आहे. पण नेक्स्ट पॉईंट मला सांगा तुम्हाला कुठला रिवाइज करून पाहिजे. आय वॉन्ट रिप्लायज फ्रॉम यू ऑन दी व्हॉट्सॲप. ओके, कुठले कुठले चॅप्टर्स तुम्हाला वाटतात की रिवाइज करून पाहिजे आहे. ओके, त्या चॅप्टर्सची नावं टाका. जो मोस्टली कॉमन चॅप्टर असेल तो मोस्टली कॉमन चॅप्टर सिलेक्ट केला जाईल. इलेक्ट्रोस्टॅटिक्स मोस्टली सगळ्यांना कॉमन होता, सो मी तो सिलेक्ट केला. त्यानंतर मोस्टली मला जे वाटत होतं ते होतं की सरफेस टेन्शन, तो पण पॉईंट मी कव्हर केला. आता तुम्ही मला तो मेसेज करू शकता. ओके, व्हॉट्सॲपवरती कुठले कुठले चॅप्टर पाहिजे ते 2-3 चॅप्टरची नावं टाका, म्हणजे त्यातला कॉमन चॅप्टर मला बाळांनो सिलेक्ट करता येईल. ओके, सो ऑलमोस्ट 1 hour नाव. इट्स ओके, द चॅप्टर इज ओव्हर नाव. ओके, इन दी नेक्स्ट लेक्चर जेव्हा ते पॉसिबल असेल, जेव्हा ते नेक्स्ट लेक्चर असेल, इन दॅट नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आय एम एक्सपेक्टिंग टू रिवाइज दी विस्कॉसिटी पॉईंट्स. ओके, कारण सरफेस टेन्शन झाले तर विस्कॉसिटी पण इमिजिएटली कव्हर करून घेऊया. आणि त्यानंतर तुमच्यापैकी जे काय मला मेसेजेस येत आहेत त्यातला कुठला तरी चॅप्टर मी नक्कीच सिलेक्ट करेन. ओके, सो चलो गाइज, बाय बाय एवरीवन. लेट मी इन दिस लेक्चर एट दिस पॉइंट. चलो, लेट मी इन दिस लेक्चर and you join your next lecture also after 1 hour. Okay, चलो बाय.